That flash flooding has ravaged homes around Main Street in Penn. Many neighbors have lost nearly everything, with floodwaters piling in at nearly 8 feet close to Jacobs Brook.
Some people had to be evacuated from their homes this morning. WENY's Tangeraki has been there since early this morning, spoke directly to people impacted in Penn.
For now in Penn, Tangeraki, WENY News.
Incredible video there, and despite the damage, neighbors say they will rebuild. Continue our team coverage of the Penn flood now. Crews have been working since last night to clean up after the disaster.
Various roads throughout the village have been closed off, and due to the aftermath, cleanup could take weeks. WENY's Aisha McKenzie talked with one business owner whose building completely collapsed.
This is WENY News at 6.
State of emergency declared in Yates County after devastating flash floods tear apart Penn's downtown and residential neighborhoods. Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
And I'm Ben Wilcox. Thanks for joining us in WENY News at 6 o'clock. Cleanup efforts are underway, and the American Red Cross has set up shelter for residents forced to evacuate their homes as floodwaters spilled into their neighborhoods overnight.
Now people can also go to the shelter to pick up cleaning supplies along with food and fresh water. That's where WENY's Nick Quattrini joins us live with the latest and how people can get help. Nick?
Thank you, Joe. Business owners in Penn are estimating tens of thousands of dollars in damages in the aftermath of the flash flooding. Staple
restaurants on Main Street say they'll likely be closed for at least a few days after floodwaters ravaged their basements, where many of them store their food. WENY's Tangeraki was there all morning, all day, in fact, and has more on the impact.
Next week, reporting in Penn, Tangeraki, WENY News.
Just incredible sights there. Donna says her restaurant does not have any damage upstairs. We continue our team coverage of the Penn flood. Crews have been working since last night to clean up after the disaster.
Various roads throughout the village have been closed off, and due to the aftermath, that cleanup could take weeks. WENY's Aisha McKenzie talked with cleanup crews and has more.
We have full coverage on the recovery efforts going on after flooding devastated Penn. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Sheehan.
And I'm Ben Wilcox. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 11. The Red Cross set up a shelter for residents who are in need after a flash flood caused extensive damage. Penn, which is located in Yates County, experienced sidewalks that were completely washed out, parking lots completely destroyed, even a building that collapsed.
That's right. We are going to show you all of that tonight. Let's get started with WNY TV's Nick Quattrini. He was in Penn tonight, and he joins us now with more on how the Red Cross is taking care of residents.
This is WENY News at 6.
More flash flood warnings and heavy rain this morning had neighbors in Penn fearing the worst yet again. Good evening, I'm Renata Steele.
And I'm Ben Wilcox. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 6 o'clock. Close to 2 inches of rain fell in Penn today, just days after a disastrous flood.
And residents feared that extra rain would add on to the substantial amount of damage that has yet to be cleaned up. WENY's Aisha McKenzie went back to Penn today, talked to neighbors, and they said fortunately they weren't affected by today's rain.
And new tonight, a Chemung County business is looking to help those affected by the flood in Penn. The U-Haul store on the Miracle Mile in Elmira Heights is looking to fill a trailer with donations. They're looking for bottled water, non-perishable food items, and even blankets. The store is open from 7 to 7 tomorrow and 5 on Sunday. You can drop off donations to the trailer until next Wednesday or until the trailer fills up. They are open next week from 7 to 7 as well.
It's very important for us. I mean, we want the best for the community. We want to, make sure everyone is all rights, and our main focus here is just to make sure everyone, is safe.
So you have the address. It's the U-Haul store at 2494 Corning Road in Elmira Heights.
Well, neighbors in Steuben and Yates County are still cleaning up after the devastating flash flooding earlier this month.
Many are estimating thousands of dollars in damages and are having some issues with insurance. WENY's Tangeraki spoke with neighbors impacted and state representatives on scene to help. Tandra?